I don't think any of these have actually been 12 minutes long. Hi, welcome to Delve In for 12 Min, or thereabouts. My name is Phil Wickins. I am a CAS, Computing at School, master teacher, and I'm here doing these online CPD little short video clips because since when have teachers got any time? And they're free, so when have schools got any money? For you, hopefully to give you ideas, to give you a little bit of CPD, to take back straight to the classroom and use straight away. This isn't really a proper delve in for 12 min. This is giving you some free resources. I've developed this little idea called Itschy Bytes. So scratch, itchy, bytes, small chunks, but also spelled with a Y, computing, you get it. Itschy Bytes, which are standalone projects that you can use as a starter or a plenary in a computing lesson or stretch it out for a whole lesson. Totally up to you. Hopefully it's fun for the kids to do, it's engaging, it's going to teach them things like debugging, analysing, predicting, all of those skills that you want them to really hone in on, and it's a bit of fun as well. And I've made them, and you can have them for free, and hopefully they will help. Okay, so yeah, the first one, let's look at Jenga. Okay, so I don't know if I'm allowed to call it Jenga, but anyway, code Jenga. The idea is exactly the same. You start off with a massive long ream of code, a single procedure. I have actually put in another piece of code the thing that kind of resets it and runs it. So it's over there, but you don't need to look at that bit. And what children have to do is take turns in taking something out. Okay, now I've tried to explain how to do that within the window, so you kind of, I've put a little annotation in there, so you kind of remove a chunk which everything below it will be attached to, but then you can take everything off the bottom of that bit and reattach it, so you've only taken one tiny bit of code out, and then you run the code again to see if it still does what it's supposed to do. In this case, draw a triangle. And you take it in turns to remove bits of code and sort of put them all next to it, or you could drag them and delete them. It's totally up to you what your children want to do. But the first person who breaks it, so stops it drawing a triangle, is the loser. A bit like the first person who pulls out a brick in Jenga and it all falls down. So it's a bit like that concept. I have included the answer, the solution, so you can actually see which bits are the necessary bits. And I think I've been really nasty and actually put one of those inside a selection, an if then else bit, so the child would have to not remove the whole bit of selection but remove the bit out of selection and take that away. But anyway, you let them figure it out, it'll be fun. So that's the first Itschy Byte. You can use that as a starter. As I say, you basically really want to get them, the purpose of this is to get them predicting what those blocks do. So it's getting them to know the blocks, getting them to know the different colours, what the different colours do. It's really getting them to analyse what that bit of code will do. So it's testing their reading skills, their comprehension skills, their mathematical skills if they know how to draw a triangle, and really identifying what each block does. So, the next Itschy Byte is countdown. Everyone loves a bit of countdown. So you have to give them the time limit. Now, there's no time limit in the program. You will have to set the time limit yourself. And what they have to do is assemble the code in the given time to actually do what it's supposed to do. So you can actually start the timer, or you could give them, if you're kind, you could give them a while to look at the code first, think about what each piece does, what order it might have to go in before you start the timer, and then say, okay, go, assemble the code, and see if they can get it so that it actually does what it's supposed to do. And then, so this one is making sure they understand sequence, making sure they understand repetition, just to kind of really embed that concept with them as well. and still the reading and the comprehension side of things too, obviously. Then I've done this Itschy Byte, which is a little bit more advanced, which is called Use All the Code, because I couldn't really think of anything else to call it, where you have to, there's a load of bits scattered around in the code window. I wouldn't give a time limit for this, but they have to use all of the code, okay, to make the sprite do something. Now, I've been quite vague there. I've just said dance, but so you could use some of that code to make it do a form of dancing, but can you use all the code and so that it actually does something? Each bit of code has a purpose, not just tagged on the end, and it doesn't make sense. Can you use all of the code to do something? And I have included the solution in that as well for you to see, just in case you weren't sure how it goes. That's a bit more tricky, that one. Anyway, I hope these Itschy Bytes come in handy. When I think of more, I'll put more up. I've got a good one in my mind using the video and the camera, if your laptops have cameras. But anyway, we'll come on to that one next time. Hope you're enjoying these Delve In for 12 Min. Let me know how you get on with the Itschy Bytes. I'm going to put links to the Tess website underneath the video, so you can click on the link, go straight to Tess, download it, use this video to remind you how to use it, and then you're off. Have fun. Hope it goes well. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.